The kind of products we sell are a range of natural skincare products, starting with soaps. So cold processed soaps were our first product, and we focus on the cold processed soaps because we don't add additional heat, and the benefits of the raw materials, the raw oils, butters, and ingredients used is retained when we use the cold process method. And that's one thing that sets our soaps apart from the other soaps in the market. So in our range of cold processed soaps, we have about 8 variants. People just love those spicy turmeric.
All right. Hello, everybody. You're welcome to Just for Women Africa. My name is Olaleko Amusa, the founder of Just for Women Africa. And before we start our show, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, tell a friend who knows a friend about Just for Women Africa. And today we're on a Zoom interview all the way from Abuja, Nigeria. And today on the line we have Vivian Savia with us, all the way from Abuja. Yeah, welcome to the show, Vivian.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
That's great. Okay, before we get into what you actually do, could you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Okay, thank you once again. So my name is Vivian Savia, and I am a finance professional in the development sector. And in 2015, I got the idea to start an all-natural skincare brand. And we started with making handmade cold processed soaps. I love to travel. I love to have good food, a good cocktail, and I love to read. I really believe in transformation by learning. And so in my leisure time, I love to read a good book. I also serve as an usher in my local church. And yeah, I love the Lord. That's me.
All right, thank you, Vivian. That's really fantastic. All right, so let's get into what you actually do. You're the CEO of Nature's Bar, based in Abuja, Nigeria. Could you tell people, our viewers, why you decided to open a company in the cosmetic business?
Thank you for that question. So why I decided to open a company was actually, I would say, a God-given idea because typically I had never really considered owning a business and or owning a skincare business. But I remember sometime when Miles Monroe died, a great teacher, mentor, and I was like, I really should have met this guy. So I went digging out for his books, his podcasts, and I remember listening to one of his podcasts, and in just less than 5 minutes, he talked about time and how much you could do with time and how you should analyze your time, and you will see where you're wasting time, and that your life is much more than just going to a job every day and all. And then my mind opened and I began to see that, wow, there could be some other thing I could contribute to this earth, to this world, other than going to work and, my finance skills. There could be some other gifts that God has deposited in me. So with that change in my mindset, I remember I started thinking, okay, should I start a fashion, business, or I was just wondering what exactly would I do? And I remember I came across a bar of soap when I was on holiday in Dubai. And initially, I thought I would write to the company and ask them if I could, get a franchise here in Nigeria or Africa. And I actually sent that email to them. The company was based in Spain. But while I was checking Google, I saw that I could make natural soaps. And just like that, it was just a light bulb moment. It just clicked in my brain right there on holiday that, hey, I think you could do this and I think you could make something out of it. And then I started. I came back, registered the company, and started the process of learning and implementing. And that's how I came about opening a company that is into natural skincare in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you, Vivian. That was really fantastic. So I'm going to ask you two questions in one. First of all, how did you come up with the name Nature's Bar? And secondly, you're in the skincare industry. So were you self-taught or you went to school to actually learn the process of actually making skincare products?
Okay, thank you for those questions. How I came up with the name Nature's Bar was pretty interesting because remember, I had not thought about having a skincare business. Here I am on this holiday trip, and so we went to the boot store, and my friend was shopping for her toiletries, and I saw this beautiful bar of soap, well wrapped, had a ladybird in it, smelled so good, and I remember thinking, okay, I could do the franchise. So I bought 2 bars of the soap. I still have one till date. I've used one. I bought 2 bars, and I remember when I came back to the apartment where I was with family, I began to tell them of this dream. And after I sent that email and I saw on YouTube, I saw videos of people making soap. I saw, recipes, all that very night. When I got the idea, I said, you know what, I'm going to open this skincare business, and it's just going to be all natural. I was getting more information about, the whole natural trend, how you don't need to, add a lot of chemicals and toxic stuff into your skincare, how you need to be conscious of all that. So I said, you know what, I'm going to have a natural bar. Maybe because I had been to some bars in Dubai, a bar where people can walk in and have a plethora of natural things, natural skincare, natural products offered to them. So the idea came that way, and then that's how the name came that very night. So I didn't have to think or ask anybody about the name. I just said it's going to be a natural bar where people can come and have natural skincare sold to them. And so the name came Nature's Bar. And so that very night, I settled on that name, and I came back to Nigeria and registered it. And that's been the name of the brand till date. Because it's a major part of what we do. Our products are 100% natural. We do not add any, chemicals or anything that is toxic or dangerous to the skin or the environment. And then regarding training, yes, I actually got trained. So when I returned to Nigeria from that holiday, I kept going online. I'm very big on learning by myself. So I did a lot of research on YouTube. I practiced a lot for about 4 to 6 months. I can't remember the month exactly, but I remember I was scheduled to go to London for holidays in like April. I think it was Easter holidays in 2016. And then I found out this really great skincare company that makes soaps in England. They're called The Little Soap. So they actually have a school where they train, and it's called the Little Soap School. So I found out and scheduled the training during my holiday while I was there, and I had a full day hands-on training. It was amazing. Practical session. I got the opportunity to ask all the questions from my practicals that I've been doing while I was there in Nigeria, and you have assistance from them. I got certified and all. And I remember the next year, by the time we started selling our soaps, there was demand for other products like oils, butters, scrubs. And then on another trip, I went to Formula Botanica in England, in London. And I was also trained on how to formulate my oils, butters, and scrubs. And so I actually have certification in the formulation of these natural skincare products. Yes, but I've also invested greatly. I always tell people I've invested greatly in buying books that keep coming out regarding natural skincare, especially as that's our niche. So I keep on educating myself with videos. I keep on getting trained. And once there's an opportunity, a book, a resource, I make sure that I lay my hands on them. So that's it.
Okay, that's fantastic, Vivian. Of course, education is key. Upgrading yourself is key. Okay, so what brings me to my next question. Before we go into the challenges of actually what is like running a business in Nigeria as a woman, could you just give our viewers a little bit what sorts of products you sell and their names and your top sellers?
Okay. So the kind of products we sell are a range of natural skincare products, starting with soaps. So cold processed soaps were our first product, and we focus on the cold processed soaps because we don't add additional heat, and the benefits of the raw materials, the raw oils, butters, and ingredients used is retained when we use the cold process method. And that's one thing that sets our soaps apart from the other soaps in the market. So in our range of cold processed soaps, we have about 8 variants. People just love those spicy turmeric. people love the spicy turmeric soap. And after that, we started our oils, and our two oils are actually bestsellers. They help to repair and nourish the skin while keeping it moisturized. So we have the sweet orange oil for those that love the citrusy, fruity smell. And we have the French lavender oil, which is very soothing and relaxing. And lavender is is the most versatile essential oil out there. So it's great for all skin types. And after the oils, we moved on to scrubs. So we offer sugar-based scrubs, sugar oil-based scrubs that you can use and exfoliate your skin for a smoother, softer finish and feel. And, we have the turmeric, the green tea, the wild rose, the bamboo charcoal, and of course, people love the spicy turmeric and people love the wild rose as well. And then we now started offering the masks, the facial mask that you could use on your face. So our masks are clay-based, and people love the spicy turmeric. I think it's because the spicy turmeric, it's enriched with curcumin, and it can help, improve the appearance of the skin. So people tend to go for that. And then we added toners. I think about 2 years ago, we added our Refresh facial toners. You can use and tighten your pores. You can use and exfoliate and further cleanse the skin, and really great for hyperpigmentation, sunburn, and issues like that. We have two variants. Both of them are rose based, but the variance is just based on the kind of rose water that is used. And then finally, we also have our body butter. So it's one body butter blend. And this is a bestseller, especially during the dry Hamatan season, because it's really great. It helps to moisturize and keeps the skin looking healthy and soft and not ashy. So those are the products we have right now. We're looking at introducing our facial serum, which we have been working on. We hope to introduce that into the market sometime this year.
You make the products in Nigeria, but are the raw materials actually sourced from Nigeria? And what was it like doing business during the time of COVID in 2020?
Okay, thank you for the question. So we make all the products in Nigeria. They're all handmade from start to finish, and we also package ourselves. The thing is that a good number of our raw materials and ingredients are sourced locally. Africa is blessed. We source our coffee locally. We use either Ethiopian, Kenyan, or Nigerian coffee. We use shea butter, which of course is grown in Nigeria. We don't have it in Ghana. We use cocoa butter. We use different plethora of oils. However, a few of our oils and powders or additives, clays are sourced from outside of Nigeria and even the continent. And so, for example, our essential oils are not really grown in Nigeria. So we have to import those. Some of our clays, Rasul clay, and the rest, they're not, rose clay, they're not here in Nigeria. So we have to import those. And so that's just what we do. And then regarding how business was for us during COVID, it was pretty interesting because in COVID, the business actually tripled. And we had to sit down and figure out why this increase. Whereas a lot of other businesses were either shutting down, there were skincare companies that were not functioning during that period. So I remember after the whole COVID year, we had to sit down and say, okay, what was it that worked out for us? And we discovered that from the beginning, the brand was not designed, the business model was not a complete brick and mortar model. We had set up our system and structure in such a way that we actually reached out to customers online, got the customers online, delivered the product to them online without them having to necessarily come into our store. So when there was a first lockdown for over 3 months, it was not a difficult thing for us because we already had access and avenues to keep on communicating with our customers. We had partnerships with delivery companies who would pick up and deliver to the customers. So for some reason, I think maybe customers there was just a surge, and COVID was actually good for us. It strengthened our system. It gave us we learned a lot, and we actually tripled since COVID and haven't gone back. So COVID was a really interesting time for the business.
That's interesting, Vivian, because I've spoken to a lot of business owners. I mean, I've interviewed a lot of business owners, and a lot of them seem to say that during the time of COVID, sales just skyrocketed. I mean, there was high demand, so I'm not really quite surprised you had the same experience back then, Abuja. Okay, so what brings me to the next question? You've been in business a couple of years now. What has been your major challenges as a woman setting up a business? Is the environment friendly as a woman? Do you get intimidated by the men? Were there finance challenges? Were there staff challenges? What exactly were the major challenges in setting up a business in Abuja, Nigeria?
Thank you for that. The major challenge I have faced as a woman, I haven't really faced a challenge because of my gender. Because personally, I don't believe I can be stopped from getting anything that I want or that I'm qualified to get. And that is what I tell a lot of people. My major challenge has actually been things that relate to the economy, the inflation, the increase in the cost of raw materials. I mean, sometimes they are tripling. I remember this week I reached out to our printer to print something, and this is the second or third time this year that their prices have increased. And as a business, we on the other side can't keep increasing our prices every 3 months because the printer is increasing their price. I mean, you lose your credibility and all. So for me as a woman, that has been the challenge. I mean, we have pitched in competitions and we have won competitions, and I mean, gender wasn't an issue. If anything, it works in your favor. So I really believe that if you think that your gender can prevent you from getting something, that would be your reality. But if you believe that you can get what you want to get and equip yourself in such a way that you are the best, and so you cannot be ignored, you will not be ignored. So the general challenge has been the economy and, the rate of exchange and the inflation in Nigeria. That has actually been the major challenge. In the last couple of months, it's been about diesel, access to electricity. I mean, electricity fluctuating and all that takes a toll on any business. And so those are the kind of challenges that I have been faced with. And we're figuring out ways to deal with that. I mean, using things like solar energy and stuff like that. So those are the kind of challenges that we have been facing at Nature's Bar. We have not really faced any finance challenge because, I mean, when I was starting the business, I believed in the vision. And so I put in my finances in that. And along the line, we've won 1 or 2 grants. And also during COVID, we were able to get a Facebook grant, that was some cash in dollars and also advert credits for Instagram and Facebook. So cash hasn't really been a problem for us. It's just been ability to operate freely within the economy that has been the challenge.
That's really quite interesting of Vivian. I mean, being able to get the grants and able to have a sustainable business during the time of COVID. Okay, so which brings me to my next question. You're based in Abuja, Nigeria. Are your products basically based in Nigeria, or you get to ship outside Nigeria?
So we're based in Abuja in Nigeria. And I remember when we started, of course, it was just friends and family. But now we actually send our products to the 36 states in Nigeria. We partner with DHL and some other GIG logistic companies. And we make sure that our products can get to you maximum 3 to 4 days, no matter where you are in Nigeria. And we also send our products all around the world. Our products have been to London, they go to the US, they go as far as China. We have a recurrent order from China. I remember each time I see the order from China, I'm always wondering, is there no other oil or products in China? But yes, so by partnering with logistics companies, that has actually removed any barrier for us. And I mean, you can access our website and reach out to us on our social media handles at any time from anywhere in the world. So technology has actually lifted off any barrier that would have been there previously. So yes, we are handmade in Abuja in Nigeria, but we can get to you wherever you are in the world.
Okay, that's really nice to know. Actually, to know that your product is actually global, and through logistic companies that you can get them anywhere. Okay, so we're about to round up the interview, and what's your advice to women out there who are scared to get into business? They feel that it's a man's world. They feel that they get sexually harassed. They feel that they don't have enough money and all that. So what's your advice to women out there in Nigeria and the whole of Africa who want to get into business?
My advice would be first to change your mindset. If you believe that you don't have the money, you will not have the money. If you believe that if you step into this business, you might be harassed, you will be harassed. If you believe that, oh, you might not be successful, then you might not be successful. So the first thing, which is what happened to me, because I was someone who didn't believe that I could run a business. I had no clue, I had no intention at all. But when my mind changed, and I began to equip myself with the necessary knowledge. I learned how to write my business plan. I learned how to develop my business model canvas. I learned about my marketing strategy. So I equipped myself with the knowledge and information that I need to run the business. I got trained in the actual act of making the products that I'm making. Every day I'm learning something new. I'm learning about how to lead a staff, my staff. I'm learning about how to grow the organization, strategies and all. So my advice would be change your mindset and then equip yourself with the information and the knowledge that you need. And once you know what you need to do and you do it, the doors open for you, the opportunities will be out there, the money will come flowing. There are so many grants that are available, especially to women. And all you need to do is to get your books in order, have a clear business plan, and pitch. And you will have access to these funds. I remember in 2017, when we were still at the beginning stage of this business and we were wondering, okay, should we keep on pressing in? Because then the sales had not increased as much as it is now. We're just 2 years into the business. I remember pitching at the Tony Elumelu Foundation for the Tony Elumelu Foundation grant. And at that point, it was just 1,000 people they were picking from Africa, from the whole of Africa, 1,000 people. And we were selected and we were awarded $5,000. Now, what that did is it gave me assurance that I'm in a profitable business. Somebody could see that my business was viable and someone could invest and give us 5,000 upfront without knowing us, without knowing if I'm a woman, without any harassment, without any of those things. So my advice to any woman out there is, there's so much you can do, there's so much you can be, there's so much you can become. You just need to identify what you want to do, change your mind, and equip yourself with the knowledge and information that you need. And this learning is also a constant journey. So it's something I invest. I have a portion of my income that is reserved for training, for books, seminars, and just improving myself and improving my knowledge, because I believe strongly in what my mentor Jim Rohn said. He said that when you change, everything around you changes. So women, when we change, everything around us changes, and you could actually have what you want the way you want it.
Okay, Vivian. Excuse me. Okay, Vivian, that's great. Um, what's the future for Nature's Bar?
Question. So the future for Nature's Bar is, in the short run, which is 2-3 years time, we're thinking of having a stronger regional presence. We're looking at places like Kenya, Ghana, or South Africa, or somewhere Morocco or Egypt. So we're looking at building the brand to have a regional influence or a regional presence within West Africa, East Africa, or North Africa. That's what we're focusing on. And to do that, we now know we need to put some systems in place. We're working on, some more certifications. We're working on getting all the things we need to put in place. That's what we're working on, so that once the opportunity arrives or shows up, we'll grab it, so that we can have, a Nature's Bar store in Ghana. We can have one in Kenya, in South Africa. You can have one in Morocco or Egypt. So that's our goal for the next 2-3 years, and that's what we're working on presently.
Okay, Vivian, that's good. I mean, expanding is always a good thing in a business. Being in one place is not good. Okay, all right. So, to our viewers out there who are watching, who love the interview, who seen the pictures of your product, want to get hold of your products, could you kindly give out your contact details on how they can contact you?
So if you want to reach out to us, you could follow us on Instagram, on social media. Instagram and Facebook is at Nature's Bar, NATURESBAR. You can send us a DM. You can also call us on Instagram or Facebook. You now have the call button. I just found that out this week. So you can actually call on Instagram, and our numbers are actually there. Our WhatsApp numbers are there. You can reach out to us there. We will also put the number on the screen. If you want to reach us, you can also send an email. Is info at naturesbar.co. Info at naturesbar.co. And if you want to call us or send us a WhatsApp message, we're going to write the number right there on the screen. That's how you can reach us. If you also want to place an order on our website, it's www.naturesbar.co. www.naturesbar.co. That's our website address. So follow us on social media, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, visit our website. You can shop and order on our website, and your products will get to you, or send us a WhatsApp message on the number that shows on the screen, or send us an email using the email address info@naturesbar.co.
Vivian,
All
that
right,
was great.
Vivian, that was
Thanks a
great.
lot.
Thanks a lot.
We appreciate you being on the
appreciate
show.
you being on the show.
We wish you all the
We wish
best
you all the
with
best
Nature's
with
Bar,
Nature's Bar,
and we look forward to
and we look forward to
Thank you.
seeing your brand
seeing your
all
brand
over
all
Africa.
over Africa.
All right.
All
So
right.
as we end the show,
As
do
we
you
end
have
the
any
show, do you
last
have any
words?
last words?
We'd like you to
We'd
close the
like you
show
to close
for
the
us.
show for us.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity to close the show. And I'll just reiterate what I said earlier. When you change, everything around you is going to change. So I would like to encourage you to make sure you make every day count, make sure you're learning every day, and you're acting on what you learn. That's the secret of life. If we act on 5% of what we already know, our lives will never be the same again. So every day, make sure you're changing with knowledge and information that is necessary to your journey, and then make sure you're acting on what you know, and everything is going to change. Thank you.